Never in my life would I have ever thought I would be making a batch of rice for my dog. Hey guys, I hope you are having a wonderful start of the new year. This was actually recorded on New Year's Eve. We are having tacos. My seasoning that I use, I actually make it. It is a recipe from a cookbook, and I will try to link that down below. I love making my own taco seasoning. I feel like it tastes better. And not only that, I know exactly what is going in it. There's not a ton of preservatives and sugar and all that other stuff that we really don't need. So I'm going to go ahead and wash up the lettuce and the tomatoes that we're going to be using. And I'm using my OXO salad spinner to do that. I also wash my produce in Thieves. It is from Young Living Essential Oils. I love using that. I feel like it really does help get my produce a lot cleaner. So my husband got an electric knife sharpener for Christmas, and he had sharpened my chef knife here. It was super duper sharp, and I cut my thumb really good, and you may see it. I have a band-aid put on it, but that sucker hurt really bad. It was pretty deep, and it took a while to get it to stop bleeding. So if you sharpen your knives, just please be careful whenever you're cutting up your produce. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the rest of this lettuce. We don't need it for the tacos, but I know later in the week I'm gonna have a salad, and I don't wanna have to get the lettuce back out and chop it all up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now while I have everything out, and put it in a glass container and put it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. We like a lot of cheese on our tacos, so I'm putting out the cheddar cheese and some queso. The queso is from Aldi. If you have not tried Aldi's queso, you have got to try it. It is the best queso I've ever had in a jar. Now I'm going to be frying up the tortillas. We like to use yellow corn tortillas, and we fry them in ghee. It tastes so much better than box taco shells. And the little taco stands that I was showing you there, these are wonderful. I bought them from Amazon. I bought one set for my father-in-law for Christmas, and I went ahead and bought us some because we have tacos all the time. They are absolutely fabulous. I will make sure that I link those in my Amazon store if you want to check them out. It is January the 2nd, and this is the first day that I am back on the ketogenic diet. I am making cauliflower rice chicken bowls. Chicken cauliflower rice bowls, I think is what it was actually called. I had found a recipe on Pinterest, but I did not pin it, and then I couldn't find which one it was, so I'm kind of having to wing it on this. So what I did was melt some butter in my Dutch oven, put the cauliflower rice in, and some chopped up celery. In the other pan, I put some bacon grease in. I have my chopped up chicken, and I'm going to put some Slap Your Mama white pepper seasoning, garlic salt, and black pepper. I'm frying the chicken in the bacon grease, and I had made bacon earlier this morning, so I chopped that up. I'm putting that in the cauliflower rice and just letting everything cook, and then I add the chicken into the cauliflower rice, mix it up really good. I also add in some green onions, and this meal was absolutely delicious. It was very good. I did not miss the rice at all. I did have enough left over for lunch, and it was good the next day. So this evening we are going to have some burgers on the grill. I'm going to use my Butcher Box ground beef. I love this stuff, and I just want to say I've had 2 people order using my link, so I just want to thank you very much for doing that. I hope that you got a good deal whenever you use that link, so thank you very much. There is a link always down in the description, so if you want to check out Butcher Box, then head down in the description and click on that link and see what kind of specials they have going on. And just some sliced cheese for the burgers. I'm gonna make some loaded cauliflower casserole, loaded cauliflower casserole. I had a recipe, but I'm just gonna kind of wing it and do it on my own. So I have the cauliflower, some green onions. I'm gonna use cream cheese, mild cheddar, and Colby Jack cheese. And then I'm gonna fry the bacon up in the air fryer. I actually tossed my little microwave bacon tray. I got it from a yard sale years and years ago, and it had like these 2 little spots in the center of it, and if I put bacon on top of it, the bacon would burn every single time in that spot. So now that I have my air fryer and it makes bacon perfect, I just went ahead and tossed that, and I will always do it in the air fryer now. So I'm going to get the burgers patted out and then I'm gonna wash the cauliflower, I'm gonna put it on a pan, and I'm gonna roast it in the oven first before I put all of the actual casserole together. So we like to keep it really simple. I just use black pepper and garlic salt on our burgers. I'm gonna go ahead and salt them and pepper them, and then just put those to the side, let the seasoning kind of soak into the meat just a little bit.
Let's go. Good luck.
Burgers. All right, so I have this already on the pan. I just put some garlic salt and pink Himalayan salt. I'm gonna roast this a little bit in the oven, and then I'll start mixing together the cheeses. I'm actually gonna put the cream cheese in the microwave just for a few seconds, just to soften it a little bit, so it'll all mix together good. I'm gonna use my Ninja to shred the Colby Jack and the mild cheddar cheeses. Make it a lot easier. Gonna mix all that cream cheese up and the Colby Jack and cheddar cheese together. And my bacon is done. So bacon is pretty hot. I have to let that cool a little bit before I can chop it up. Hot. So good. Okay, so the bacon is cooled down. I'm just going to cut it up roughly in little pieces. And this is gonna go into that cream cheese and Colby Jack cheese mixture. I'm just gonna put the cauliflower in a big mixing bowl. And this was probably in the oven maybe about 15 minutes or so. I think I shredded the cheese up a little too much. It's like globs. That's all right. It's still gonna be good. I'm gonna spray my pan. I'm gonna pop this in the oven and then I'm gonna go put the burgers out on the grill. There is the loaded broccoli casserole and our burgers. I went ahead and fried up the rest of the pack of bacon, and put that bacon on top of the hamburgers. And the itty bitty one there is for Amelia. She said she wanted ham on her hamburger. So I cut up an avocado. I put half on mine. This smells absolutely delicious. I'm gonna actually see if we have any sour cream and put a little dollop of sour cream on there and chow down on this. I will see you tomorrow for another dinner. Hey guys, welcome back to another night of dinner. We are having Sloppy Joe stuffed peppers. This is from 30-minute ketogenic cooking. I will say, if you're not keto, you can still fix this. If you want to have it on a bun, just don't put it in the pepper, make the Sloppy Joe mix, and then you can put it on the bun if you are not keto. Or if you're just wanting to be a little bit healthier and cut down on your carbs, you're not necessarily keto, but you just want to cut down on your carbs, then use the pepper. This is really good. We've had this before. It's really good. So, first thing I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 375 degrees and line a rimmed baking sheet with parchment paper, which I've already done that. What you need for this recipe is 4 large bell peppers. I'm only gonna do 3 because the kids will not eat the pepper and I just feel like it is kind of a waste. So I'm only gonna do 3 peppers, and I'm doing green because when you order from Aldi, this is what you get. So I'm just gonna do 3 green bell peppers. You need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a small onion chopped, 1 rib of celery, and I already have mine washed and ready to be cut up, 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1.5 pounds of ground beef, 1 cup of tomato sauce, 1/4 cup of reduced sugar ketchup, and I have 2 bottles out because I'm not sure if I have enough in that one, 1 tablespoon of, I'm gonna butcher it, Worcestershire sauce. We actually call it, what's this here sauce? You need 1 tablespoon of that, 1 tablespoon of, oh, I've got the wrong mustard out. Hang on just a second. Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of that, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and 3/4 teaspoon of sea salt. And it also says 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, but I don't have any parsley, so I'm just gonna omit that. So this is all that you need. I'm also going to be making some rice in the Instant Pot for the rest of the family. I'm not gonna have any rice, and I'm also gonna make up a bigger batch so that Gyro, our dog, has rice. He is on seizure medication and an herbal medication, and sometimes it gives him diarrhea. So we counterbalance that with, or counteract that with giving him rice. So never in my life would I have ever thought I would be making a batch of rice for my dog, but it is what it is, the things you'll do for your pets. Okay, so let's get started. First thing you want to do is just cut your peppers in half. And then you're going to get the seeds and the ribs out of it. I'm actually gonna do this over top of the sink, it's much easier. Okay, so you're gonna take your peppers and put them on your baking sheet that's lined with parchment paper, and you wanna bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're tender. So while the peppers are in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and make the Sloppy Joe mixture. You're gonna heat the olive oil in a large skillet over medium heat, and then when the pan's hot, you're gonna add your onions, celery, and garlic. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop those up first, and then we'll go over to the stove and start the ground beef.
Cry about it. I'm sure the video will be fine.
This is a really strong onion. Oh my goodness. That's actually all the onion that I'm gonna cut up, because that was a pretty big onion and it said a small onion. So I'm just gonna put this up in the refrigerator. So it might be a little overkill using this huge Dutch oven, but I just got it for Christmas and I am in love with it, so that's what I'm gonna use. We need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I like to use the extra light virgin olive oil. I just feel like it doesn't have such a strong flavor. Now that my oil and my pan is hot, I'm gonna put all the onions and celery, and garlic. Okay, now I'm gonna add in the ground beef. This is some extra that we had. It's not butcher box. But this right here is butcher box. Now you're gonna mix in the tomato sauce, the ketchup, 1 tablespoon of what's this here sauce? One tablespoon of Dijon. Two teaspoons of chili powder. 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. 3/4 teaspoon of sea salt. We're gonna turn it down and let it simmer until the sauce starts to thicken. So I got the peppers out of the oven, and I think I actually cooked them a little too long, but that's okay. I will eat the pepper, but nobody else is gonna eat the pepper. My husband doesn't eat the pepper, and he asked for stuffed peppers, and I'm like, why? You don't even eat the pepper, but whatever. So this is what we're having, and I did go ahead and start the rice in the Instant Pot. I actually kind of forgot about it, so we'll have to wait on that, but that's okay. Alright, so the rice is all done. So I did have some of the Sloppy Joe mixture left over. So what I did was put it in this fine mesh strainer and just let some of that grease strain into the pot so that it's not so soupy. And I will have some of this for lunch tomorrow. I'll just heat it up and sprinkle some cheese on it, and that will be my lunch for tomorrow. I wanted to share these as well. Now that I'm back on keto, I feel like I can really talk about these more, because before I didn't want to waste them and me not being keto. But these are from Primal Noms, and I've had one before. I had the pumpkin spice. It was delicious. So tonight I'm gonna make another one of these. I'm not sure which one I want. I'm kind of leaning towards the peanut butter. I'm gonna make it after the kids go to bed, and I can just kind of sit and relax, fold some laundry, and have my mug cake. So there's orange almond, lemon, chocolate, and peanut butter. And as you see, they're gluten-free, keto, paleo, low carb. And you literally put it in a mug and make it. You need 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 egg, 1 mug, and 1 pouch cake mix. And it is just so easy to do. And I know that the pumpkin was really good. So when I make this, I'll show you in just a little bit, and I'll let you know how it tastes. I do think I'm gonna go for the peanut butter. I'm feeling like peanut butter tonight. Look at that, guys. That looks so good, and even has little chunks of peanuts in it. That's good. Very good. I do have the link down in my description if you want to check them out, and I do have a coupon code listed if you want to check that out as well. That concludes this What's for Dinner. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.